Welcome to OCR News Weekly. Today is Friday, August 11th, 2017. I'm Margaret Schlechter, and thanks for joining me on this live broadcast. And for those listening on your favorite player, our recast of this week's show. This week's headlines come from Spartan Race, Muddy Mortal, World's Toughest Mudder, and of course we have all your results from last weekend. We start this week with Spartan Race. Spartan Race kicked off Spartan Strong, a new group fitness class and concept at partner Lifetime Athletic this week in New York City. Spartan Race pros Amelia Boone, Cassidy Watton, Kevin Donahoe were on hand to participate and guide athletes through the obstacles on the rooftop pool area of Lifetime Athletic at Sky. Mud Run Guide talked with Jason Jack-Setic, Spartan Race Lifestyle Brand Manager, and Joe DeSena, Spartan Race CEO, about that new offering. And we have a quick clip from that event.
Hi, I'm Jason Jack-Setic. I'm the Lifestyle Brand Manager of Spartan, and I'm here at Lifetime in Manhattan, where we are doing a press conference about releasing Spartan Strong, a group fitness class that you will find in Lifetime gyms across the entire country starting soon.
Joe DeSena at Spartan Strong. Joe, talk a little bit about Spartan Strong and what it means for you to develop this into this group workout.
Yeah, so anybody that knows me knows that our goal is to change 100 million lives, and so we've got 5 million done, we've got 95 million more to go, and the masses, the big numbers of human beings are in the gyms. And so we wanted to take our philosophy, we wanted to take our methodology and move it into the gyms. You can't get a better partner than Lifetime. Lifetime's got 100 facilities across the United States. We're talking to other companies as well. And the idea is, can we take what we do, move it into the gym, and transform people where they are?
For the full video interview we had with both Jason Jack-Setic and Joe DeSena, head over to mudrunguide.com and learn more about how this builds on the current offerings, SGX, and more. Again, at mudrunguide.com. Our next story this week comes from Muddy Mortal. From the beginning, Muddy Mortal ran into troubles, first with Warner Brothers and the use of Harry Potter characters and likenesses, then venue problems and more. Obstacle Racing Media did a full investigative piece on the company this week, and shortly after the article was published, Muddy Mortal issued this statement below. It is with deep sadness and regret that we are forced to cease all operations effective immediately. We were unable to financially recover after several setbacks and have been unsuccessful in securing the funding necessary to continue operations. We have exhausted every avenue available to us, but to no avail. All current and future events are canceled. And then it continues to go on, but you get the gist at that point. Muddy Mortal serves as another reminder for buyers to beware when looking at events. When in doubt, it's always best to call or email the company and be sure to look into whether or not the venues are secure before purchasing for the next event. For those affected, your best course of action right now is to contact your credit card company and try to see if that charge can be reversed. Our third story this week comes from World's Toughest Mudder and the World's Toughest Mudder community. As we reported on the July 28th episode, the World's Toughest Mudder community continues to come together in support of one of their own. Ian Panter, who was severely injured in a car accident earlier this year on his way to a Toughest Mudder event, continues to be in the minds of the OCR community. Melissa Sharkbait Dugan and others recently hosted a charity auction for Panter to help in his recovery costs. Through the actions of the community, they raised over $5,000 for Panter, and Dugan announced that during the drawing on August 6th. Panter continues on his road to recovery. Next, we move on again to Spartan Race and head to Spartan Race, Utah. Last weekend, 2 Spartan Race athletes went above and beyond on the course. As the Deseret News reported in Utah this week, Jeffrey and Tracy Andreessen said it was, quote, the right thing to do when they quit their race Saturday and helped to rescue an off-road vehicle driver who had rolled over down a hillside. The husband and wife were 2 miles into the Spartan Race course near Nordic Valley Ski Resort when they heard what sounded like a crash. Tracy said someone's just rolled off, recalled the Deseret News on Tuesday. Suddenly, the race didn't matter to the couple, and they raced to the rescue of the 68-year-old man from Ohio who was volunteering during the race and somehow rolled his side-by-side vehicle at least 200 feet down a steep slope. Tracy Anderson said that she believed the man was a medic because the off-road vehicle contained medical supplies. She said, Jeff and I took gauze and held pressure to the areas that were bleeding. And Tracy also works as a registered nurse, so she jumped right into action. When I made the pressure dressing to contain all the bleeding from the head, she said, the couple watched the man closely until the emergency crews arrived and the man was hoisted away in a medical helicopter. And from what we hear, he was conscious the whole time, but he did get taken away in the medical helicopter, and wish him a swift recovery, and thanks again to 2 Spartans who saw the course but stopped to help someone else instead. Our last story this week comes from OCR World Championships. This week, Mud Run Guide caught up with OCR World Championships founder Adrian Bijanata in New York City. Bijanata updated us on a few things, but the key was participation in this year's Obstacle Course Racing World Championships coming up in October. Currently, this year's championships is looking to be a record event with 56 nations currently represented, as well as many age group categories full or near capacity. So those that are looking to take on that event, it would be a good idea, if you haven't yet, if you've qualified, to register and make sure that you can get into your age group category. And last but not least, we did have a last-minute piece of news that just came in late this morning, and that is from Tough Mudder. Although most people have heard before, we talked with Tough Mudder earlier this season, and Will Dean had said in an earlier interview that it seemed like Las Vegas, it would be the last year for World's Toughest Mudder in Las Vegas. However, this morning, email boxes were flooded with news that it is indeed the last year for World's Toughest Mudder in Las Vegas. So participants looking to take on the Cliff, this is the last year for that. Otherwise, World's Toughest Mudder will be leaving Las Vegas after 2017. We move over to results from last weekend now. We start with results from Spartan Race. In Utah, Amelia Boone picked up a win. In Massachusetts, Jung Young Pak podiumed, making him the only person in North American OCR to podium every year at an obstacle race since 2010. To look at the full Utah results, winning the race was Cody Moat, second place Samuel Jones, third place Andrew Adam Whiskey. Over on the women's side, it was Amelia Boone in first, Leona Moat second, and Carly Wilkes came in third. In the Spartan Race in Massachusetts, Chuck Hewitt took home the win, Ryan Kempson second, and Jung Young Pak third. On the women's side, it was Janet Berry coming in first, Alyssa McLeod coming in second, and Tracy Walford coming in third place. Rugged Maniac also had races last weekend, coming in first there. On the men's side was Corey Ramo, second place Josh March, third place Todd Morris. And on the women's side, it was Jennifer Bleeker, Aaliyah Amos in second, and Taylor Karabash in third place. And finally, at Conquer the Gauntlet, we had Jordan Buscemi in first, Jay Flores second, Scott Wyzierski in third. And on the women's side, Brenna Colvert took home the win. Julie Hartage came in second, and Sarah Heeson in third place. Looking ahead to this weekend, Rugged Maniac is in Colorado, Warrior Dash is in Illinois, Tough Mudder is in Tennessee, Fit Challenge is in Connecticut, and Epic Series is in California. To the north, Mud Hero is in Alberta. The Urban Jungle heads to Toronto. Spartan Race is in Calgary. And 5K Foam Fest is in Ontario, all in Canada. Across the pond, Mudnificent 7 is taking place in Warwickshire. And Toughest is in Milton Keyes. Again, both of those are in the United Kingdom. In Asia, Mad Warrior Sundown Super Sprint takes place in Malaysia. And we round out with Trench Challenge taking place in Yigo, Guam this weekend. For a full list of races this weekend and how you can save on them, check out our race calendar at mudrunguide.com.